Joyride from 2001. Go ahead. Take it away, Garrett.
All right. So, dude is sitting there talking to chick on the phone, and they're all like, ooh. And,
Who's the dude? Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
He's playing Lewis.
Yeah. Paul Walker.
Yeah, and this is his follow-up movie to Fast and the Furious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
True.
I mean, he made bank doing Fast. You can't enjoy it now.
Can't take it with you.
He's talking to Leelee Sobieski.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
Sobieski,
Yeah.
Oh, Leelee.
I know her best.
Leelee.
What do you know her best from?
Her boobs in this film.
She doesn't go topless.
No, but she's like perky the entire time.
I didn't notice.
I did.
Huh. The wives are right over there.
I'm not surprised.
She knows what I am.
All right. So
I'm a tit man. Na, 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 na.
I know her best from Deep Impact with Elijah Wood. You ever seen Deep
Wood isn't
Impact?
bad.
That's the one with the meteors coming towards Earth.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. It's
What
like
else?
3 hours long, but she plays Elijah Wood's girlfriend kind of thing in it. She was also in The Wicker Man,
The original?
the remake. The original? No.
Oh, see, so that's probably, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I blocked out, like, the remake that they did.
Oh, okay. Well, she's in that one that you blocked out. She's also in The Glass House.
Okay, I know the Glass House.
Yeah, she's in that one. She throws out the pick me up, let's do a road trip kind of thing, and he falls for it.
Yeah, he trades in his plane ticket
Yeah.
for,
Dude,
remember when plane tickets were refundable?
no,
No.
I don't.
Well, apparently he's got the magical ticket.
So he's simping hard for her.
Well, in 2001, and he was able to. That must have been an expensive ass flight, or no, a cheap ass flight actually. 2001, no.
Well, he goes to buy a car, but it's a 1971 Chrysler Newport.
Ugly
So
sin.
it would have been 32 years old. No, 30 years old on the dot.
Used new
Right,
car.
so he probably gave the guy whatever the ticket was worth and walked out. His brother has gotten arrested in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
And he's going to go pick him up. And I would like to point out there is a Green River sign during the scene when he's driving to pick up his brother. Green River is a town in southwest Wyoming. We're from Wyoming, so it's kind of neat to see a movie that features Wyoming, because you don't get that too often in horror movies.
It's true.
Yeah.
Name one other one.
Yeah,
Oh,
name
wait.
another horror movie from that films in Wyoming.
Or it takes place in Wyoming.
They didn't technically film in Wyoming. They filmed in Nevada and California, Lancaster out in the desert.
Yeah, that's common.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the Ozarks isn't even really filmed in the Ozarks. It's filmed in Georgia.
it's just what they do. They show a map. They show a map of southwest Wyoming, and then it goes over to Salt Lake City. So you know, kind of, he's on the I-80.
That thing.
And you're
Sort of.
if you're from the middle America, you know I-80. You know where it is, that sort of thing.
It's like the entire that pretty much runs along the entire middle of
Yeah, it's
America.
interstate across the country.
Mhm.
He picks up Fuller, played by Steve Zahn, and I know him from comedies.
Oh yeah, a lot of comedies. Let's see.
I know he does serious stuff like this, but
Yeah, he. I mean, for Saving Silverman, probably one of my favorite. But one of my favorite horror movies that he was in was actually The Perfect Getaway, or A Perfect Getaway.
okay.
With
I know of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, fantastic film! He plays a bad guy.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Sorry, spoiler alert. That was a twist
Okay.
with Mia Jovovich.
Oh, maybe I have seen that. That does sound familiar. Okay.
Yeah,
I know him from a comedy, and I'm trying to remember the name of it.
he's also apparently going to be playing in another Anaconda film with Jack Black.
That's right. You were telling me
And
that.
Paul
yeah.
Rudd.
Yeah.
I'd
No
watch
Ice Cube. I'm not interested.
I like Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
I'm thinking of the comedy. It's the Wilderness one, where the guy's like a host of a show. He's the host of like a wilderness show, and they go out and they gotta like find some stuff and make the show a reality kind of thing. But there's a shark scene where it's like a shark going by, and he's like, duh. I'll probably cut this and put the scene.
That sounds super familiar. I really like him in one of the things I've seen him in.
Yeah, he's great.
I mean, he's hilarious. I loved him in his.
He was doing a ton of stuff between 2000 and like 2015, and then I just haven't seen him. Well, although apparently he's going to be in the remake of Anaconda.
Oh, that's why he's been. It looks like he's been doing a lot of TV for a while. No, and he was doing other movies. It's just he did a lot of voice work. He did it's a lot of stuff that we.
Same with Leelee Sobieski, whatever her name is. I haven't seen her, but that doesn't mean she's not working.
Yeah,
she's doing a ton of stuff.
It's not stuff we're watching.
Anyways, Fuller gets picked up from jail by Lewis. Fuller sticks a CB radio on Lewis's car. Because why not? It gives them something to do when they're going across I-80.
I mean, remember CBs?
Yeah, I do.
You know, truckers...
So I actually have a story similar to this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you do?
When I was a teenager, at church, the youth group would take trips, and all the vans would have CB radios. So we had a girl get on the CB radio, and she was flirting with truckers, and like this freaking movie. It's the problem, but not a problem. None of them came and tried to kill us.
Oh,
so that worked out.
that's the problem is it didn't turn into a horror movie situation.
It did not.
Disappointed. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend.
Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So they get on the CB, and they say no cops till Jamestown. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, Jamestown.
I remember Jamestown.
That's what?
There was a fatal crash there.
Oh yeah, there was a fatal crash there.
You mean besides the one that happened in those tunnels in Green River?
Yeah.
Right.
Besides the tunnel.
Yeah.
Everybody's dying.
Yeah. We need to learn how to drive. Anyways, Jamestown is by that signed Green River. Jamestown is like a suburb of Green River. Yeah. Green River is 12,000 people, and Jamestown is it's half the size of.
Can small towns have suburbs?
I don't know how that works because they're connected.
I would think it's just like another small town.
Okay, if you want to get
Jamestown is next door to Green River.
Miss
there you go.
City Girl. Gosh.
Yeah.
If you had a CB handle, what would it be?
Ooh, I don't know. Long Dong Silver.
Nice.
That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, like
chicken finger.
Chicken
my
finger.
wife is Chicken Finger.
Yeah. Long Dong Silver. I think that was a porno name from the 70s.
I'm pretty sure it was.
All right.
I'd just go with Lumpy.
They prank a trucker. And now Leelee is not with them yet.
Nope.
Venna is her name. She's not with them. We're going to pick her up. So the boys are pranking a trucker with the name of Candy Cane. They're going by Candy Cane. Talking like a girl. Mm-hmm. And it's Rusty Nail. Who's Rusty Nail?
I can't remember his name, but you will recognize this voice. If you do
Ted Levine.
Yes, thank you. Ted Levine. If you do not recognize his voice is iconic in the horror.
It is.
Like, I mean, I don't know. He was just featured in the only horror movie to win Motion Picture of the Year.
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs. As
Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill.
Mm-hmm. Would you fuck me?
I was going to say.
I'd fuck me.
Yeah, that's right.
Fun fact, Buffalo Bill was loosely based on me.
Yeah, that's true.
He
was also the chief in Monk, if you remember the TV show Monk with Tony Shalhoub. He was on that show.
It's on my list of
like
things
8 years.
to watch because of Psych.
Right. Yeah.
Where they ended it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reference to him.
Yeah, but wanted to do a quick shout out to one of our people that commented on our last video. This is for you, William James. Beef curtains.
That's right. Beef curtains.
Beef curtains. Now
we saw that comment, sir. We saw that comment.
Yeah, they got the reference. They understood the assignment. Yep. That one's for you.
All right. So they lose contact with him, but he pops back up on late night. We run into a jerk guy at a motel. They tell Rusty Nail to go to his room to meet Candy Cane.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty Nail shows up, and he sounds like he's killing the guy. Yeah. They end up talking to the cops the next day. Turns out that guy had his jaw ripped off, and he's in a coma in the hospital.
Yeah.
So they're kind of freaked out now.
Allegedly, he ripped his jaw off with his bare hand.
Apparently, yeah. Sheriff wants them out of Wyoming before the sun goes down.
Yeah, and who's the sheriff played by?
Oh, I forgot. That would be funny.
It's supposed to be like Q-tips, but
I'm gonna cut that just. Oh, good! I was about to fart. I'm gonna cut that in. All right, you got it?
Yeah. Brian freaking Cox.
Cox.
Brian Cox.
Which-
Cox.
He was
Cox.
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 Okay, who's Brian Cox?
I don't know. He played in Super Troopers. He played in Autopsy of Jane Doe, and he actually did the first on-screen portrayal of Hannibal Lecter in
Awesome.
a movie called Manhunt.
Oh, yes, I do know that movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Oh yeah, I want a copy of
At least
it.
in the wild. I don't like buying movies off of the internet unless I really have to. I like to find them in the wild at thrift stores and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well,
I like the hunt.
there is a thrill in the hunt. Unfortunately, in this town. Oh no, I need to go to that shop with you one time.
Speaking of hunt, I got a new movie this week that I'll tell you about at the end that I had never heard of and didn't know the famous director had directed it.
Yeah.
So if you want to see
Pussy
that,
Hunt.
stick around to the end. Okay, so he's leaving. They're getting kicked out of Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty Nail on the CB. They ask him what his deal is, and all he wants is an apology, and they don't.
Well, Lewis
Lewis
Walker,
wants to.
He's like, apologize.
Fuller. no.
Steve Zahn, a.k.a. Fuller, is fuller shit.
Yeah, and yeah, he tells him like go to hell kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty
basically.
much, screw you, because I can turn you, like, I can ignore you. All I have to do is turn the knob counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Black Sheep, you should really get that fixed.
Get what fixed, Garrett?
That tail light.
That tail light.
That's a very terrible impression of Rusty Nail. I just made him sound way more redneck.
Right.
That made him sound like Bubba.
Yeah. So they pull off the road and they call the Rawlins County Sheriff.
Rollins.
There's no Rawlins County in Wyoming.
Sounds believable.
Rawlins City is in Carbon County? Carbon
Yes,
County.
Carbon County.
Yeah.
Which is
So
part
there is
of
a city of
Wyoming.
Rawlins, but no county. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
They messed up.
They did.
They think a trucker is Rusty Nail and take off. Okay, let me preface that. They pull up to a gas station and an ice truck pulls up and he comes out with like a big piece of metal and he's hitting his tires and that sort of thing.
And they're freaking out.
They think it's Rusty Nail.
Turns out, by the way, guys, that's a tire thumper.
Tire thumper. And he was chasing him down.
I know what that is.
It's because he forgot his credit card at the gas station, so he's taking it back to him.
We got a gun! Oh, yeah? Well, I got a MasterCard.
All right. Rusty Nail busts through that trucker's truck, blows it up, and chases them down. I don't know if that would have blown it up. It's an ice truck. There's nothing flammable in it.
Water.
Well, haven't you heard about that that flammable water they tried to sell back in 2001?
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Semi?
A semi through it's a smaller truck, but it still has. It's like a half semi kind of size. It's just an
cargo
ice truck.
The
Something like
semi
that,
was
yeah.
Transporting some transformers.
Robots
Like they went
in
through
your
the tunnel.
disguise.
Yeah. What?
Wrong Transformers.
Okay.
On my end.
They're running from Rusty Nail. They break down. Rusty Nail shoves their car against a tree.
I'm sorry, we were just kidding.
Right.
Why'd you do it? We were having a laugh. Well, why didn't you say so? I am too.
Yeah, it's just a joke. They pick up Venna in Colorado, and then now we head on. They drive and head to Nebraska. So we're in Nebraska now.
What? The water's dirty?
Yeah, this water's dirty.
This water's dirty.
You better get your bitch to shut up.
Oh.
You know what part of the movie right now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Paul Walker's trying to act like a macho man, and then Steve saves the day by just walking in like, bitch, what have I told you about running your goddamn mouth? Acting like a total fucking hick. Yep. This was in the movie.
That's funny.
And he was pretty much being that animated, too.
Yeah, no, he was really into it.
Yeah, it was funny.
Rusty Nail calls Lewis's motel phone. I thought you said there was no girl. Wait a minute. So Rusty Nail's onto them. He's been following them.
She's in the room next over with your brother.
Right. Now they're running. They all pile into their car and they run off.
Mm-hmm.
Fuller sees signs saying to look in the trunk. But the other two don't see it because they're arguing. Like, why are we running? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't tell Vanna, Leelee, nippies about the shenanigans.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about that to Vanna. It's their. They go and look in their trunk, and they're afraid it's going to be like a dead body or something. It's not. It's their CB radio that they got rid of earlier. We glossed over that. They got rid of it.
Because they're like, no more.
We're done.
We're tired of this after
It's their CB radio. Rusty Nail has the friend of Vinna, who was when you met her when they were picking her up from college. It was just a couple lines. Chelsea, I think her name was.
Mm-hmm.
He says they got to go to a truck stop, go inside naked, and order 6 burgers each. Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal.
So they do it. So
Did
you
you
get
notice
your
in this
Paul
scene-
Walker butt in this.
And Steve Zahn.
And Steve Zahn, yeah.
And did you notice that Paul Walker was barefoot and Steve Zahn wasn't?
I did not notice. I was not checking out their bodies.
No, I just happened to notice, like I don't know, it was just weird. I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and all of a sudden I noticed, I'm sitting here thinking, like, are they wearing shoes? Because have you ever walked barefoot across hot asphalt?
I have.
Exactly. I'm like, are they wearing shoes? And so I looked down at their feet. Paul Walker's barefoot, and Steve Zahn is wearing boots.
Huh. I did not notice. I did not notice that, no.
Yeah.
So,
Checking out their bodies. It's not like I got a foot thing. What? They're not Keanu Reeves, they're not Ryan Reynolds, and they're not Spencer Charnas. I ain't interested.
if I just keep staring at him and don't talk, he'll just keep talking. Because he's
So-
got to explain it even further.
This one time, I'm sitting there
See?
in my living room having a good old time.
Uh-huh.
You know, just jacking it. No.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, your turn.
Okay. Oh, we're doing sound effects now, apparently. Rusty Nail tells Venna on the CB, we don't hear it, but he tells her like what to do next, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they go and do that. They end up out in a cornfield, and they get out. And then they get chased by the truck through the cornfield. Venna gets kidnapped, and the car blows up. Off to meet at a motel.
Yep.
Rusty is taping up...
pink champagne.
Yeah,
It's my favorite.
Don't want to forget that. Rusty is taping up Venna to a chair, and it's not actual tape. In the filming of this, they used a sticky list similar to saran wrap, so it wouldn't mess up her makeup or her hair, and they could just take it off really easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. If you notice in the movie, if you notice, it's pretty loose around her mouth.
Yeah, it was like crinkle wrap.
Something like that. Yeah.
Like cellophane. It was, yeah. Like,
Yeah. They didn't want to use anything with gum on it, like sticky gum kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, when you think about it, this is actually pretty smart because, and then, I mean, it's going to leave less residue.
Yeah, well, it takes less because then they'd have to fix her hair again,
Oh, I
fix her
was
makeup again.
talking about from like a serial killer murderous standpoint.
That's true. Yes, that is true.
I'm sorry, I went creepy with that.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
They get to the room. Rusty Nail has set up a shotgun trap.
Mm-hmm.
That when you open the door, the shotgun will blow Venna's head off.
Mm-hmm.
And they open the door. And nothing happens. It's an empty room. He gave them the room next door.
To where he is.
To where he is. Exactly what happened in the motel prior when they were playing the prank on him.
Yep.
He knew they were over there.
Yep.
He Fuller goes to check out. They hear it. They figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Fuller goes to check out other rooms from the back. Fuller gets caught by Rusty Nail. Lewis swings around, and he's trying to open the door. And they do a good job building suspense here.
Oh, yeah.
He's slowly opening it, kind of thing, until Fuller gets the mouth off his hand and says, "Don't open the door." And then he stops opening it.
And I think this is one of the scenes where you hear Rusty Nail talk, but the actor that portrayed him physically is different than Ted
Yeah,
Levin.
and I saw the name, and I just don't remember it off the top of my head. And it wasn't anything that I recognized, so...
No, yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, sorry, it's kind of like the equivalent of Darth Vader,
Right.
you know?
Fuller falls back, and a rod goes through his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a metal rod.
Yep.
Yeah. Not that kind of rod.
Your wife's a pervert.
She is. She was doing the hand motions and everything.
What?
Take a guess. You got, yeah. Anyway.
I think she's saying
but
she
hey,
has a dick. Yeah, if you're into chicks with dicks, I don't
I
think.
consider myself lucky. Hey. Hey. Oh, now we got sound effects coming from over there. All right.
The women are more perverted than the men.
Fuller gets hung on a fence. And
Like with his little hoodie.
and it got the metal rod that's through his leg is bent, so you can't just slide him off, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh. Painful.
Cops are here now. They're going door to door.
Yeah, and counting down.
Yeah.
We're in room.
So we get the
room
suspense.
23, clear. Room 22, clear. And then
18.
Yeah.
17 is her number.
No, 17 was their number they were told to go to. 18 is the number she's in. Because
Oh, okay.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, that and yeah, because Lewis finally gets Fuller off the fence, then all of a sudden they hear them counting down, and Fuller's like, "Go get her! Go get her!"
Yeah.
And so he does, and like the entire time, Leelee is sitting there like trying desperately because she managed to pull like a little needle.
How's that?
From the chair?
What were you doing? Pull a little what?
Needle.
Okay.
Didn't I go like this or did I go like this?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. If you know, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, that's a great spot to put that. Sure.
I take the opportunities where I can get.
All right. Lewis ends up running in, and he saves Venna, like diving and knocking her out of the way of the shotgun, because the shotgun goes off.
Oh, yeah, because that's the other thing, too, is Rusty Nail nailed the chair. Ow, I just bit my tongue. Rusty Nail nailed the chair into the floor.
I'm putting a Simpsons quote right there.
Oh, I bit my tongue.
Oh, I bit my tongue. That's going to be good.
But, yeah. So, another smart move on him. He nailed the chair into the floor.
So she couldn't rock it.
Yeah, like in case of... So, not only is this guy stupid strong, he's also really smart.
So they have Lewis. Cops have Lewis at gunpoint. Leelee is on the ground. He runs like, I got to go save my brother. Cops follow, and they see a truck charging at them. Cops follow and see the truck charging them. They open fire on the truck. Lewis saves Fuller, and the truck crashes in through the motel. They find a body in the back, and they just assume that's him, Rusty Nail, right? And they also find Venna's friend, Chelsea. She's in the back.
Who was
taped
abducted.
up.
We kind of skimmed over that, too.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on it, but we skimmed it.
Real quick, I got actors mixed up. I just realized, I don't know why I was thinking Brian Cox. Maybe it was because I was thinking about Super Troopers.
Okay.
With this film for whatever reason.
Okay.
No, the sheriff was actually played by Jim Beaver.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I do remember seeing that name.
Who is most known for playing Bobby in Supernatural.
That's where I know him from. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I apologize.
Okay.
I love your role. I love your work as Bobby Jim. Bobby Jim. Great last name. You should start a movie with Brian Cox.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, Cox and Beaver.
Cox and Beaver.
Or would it? No, it'd be Beaver and Cox. That does roll off the tongue better and it's alphabetical.
I like it.
Anyways.
The body was actually the guy from the ice trucker from the beginning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So they're in the back of the ambulance. Who comes over the CB radio of the ambulance?
Breaker 19. It looks like a storm's brewing.
Uh-huh. It's Rusty Nail. Mm-hmm. And that's where it ends.
And yeah, I guess in one of the original scenes it called for Rusty Nail dying. And I'm glad they didn't kill him off.
There's 3 deleted scenes. And you can probably look them up. And Venna ends up killing him in 2 of them or something like that. This is the only one he lives in, Rusty Nail. He dies in the rest.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm glad they didn't. I mean,
yeah, well, it led to us getting a part 2, part 3, and a part 4 has a Kickstarter going. Is that what you were saying?
I think they actually finished filming. I don't know. It has like an Instagram and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
They are working on a part 4 that they did an Indiegogo for. I believe the name of it was Rusty Nail: The Final Joyride.
Oh, okay.
I'm super excited. I would love to see this.
That's fine.
A lot of the those older franchises, like decades old, are starting to make a comeback. We're getting a Wolf Creek 3 here soon.
Okay. I think I have those back here somewhere.
Yeah. Love Wolf Creek. John Jarrett is going to be returning in that role. As
Okay.
Yeah. But so I'm super excited, as well as I really like this.
So we got a part 4 coming.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
What do you give this one?
This one. This is going to be one where honestly I think I would give the first one out of them a lower score than the other films in the series.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say about 6.5.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah.
I might bump it to 7 for nostalgia. For me,
Yeah.
I saw it when it came out.
I would concede yes a 0.5 for nostalgia, because I've watched this film quite a bit. I love it. It is a good. It is a
The
great
suspense
film.
building is really well done
The
for a movie like this.
Ted Levine, his voice acting on this is fantastic.
That's true. He does a really good job.
Paul Walker, Steve Zahn, like their on-screen
The cast is
dynamic
really great.
is it is a fantastic. Music soundtrack isn't half bad. Special effects are I 7 is a good one. I'd give it 7.
Yeah, a little above average
Yeah, it's definitely a must watch. I'd definitely say have it in your collection.
for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean if you can get the whole trilogy.
I don't know which Joyrides I have. I didn't look.
No.
Maybe you'll see it in the list.
I
These are
should've brought
double.
mine.
A lot of these are doubled up. There's like a stack and then a stack in front of it.
Yeah,
So I don't know if there's Joyrides, but I think I do have this somewhere back there though.
I should have brought mine. I have the trilogy
Oh,
thing, but
yeah.
I forgot. Hindsight's 2020.
yeah. But I guess that does it for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us what you think.
Yeah. Did you like this? Did you see it when it came out?
Yeah,
Wait, I was saving something for the end.
yes.
So I picked up a movie this week. Here it is. From director John Carpenter. John Carpenter. Did you know John Carpenter did a movie with Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen called Starman? I didn't know this. I had never seen this or heard of it. It's a sci-fi movie. Yeah, so I mean, I saw it. It was $1. I saw it at the thrift store. I'm like, you know what? I gotta have that. So I got it. It said John Carpenter, so I'm getting it.
I mean, dude, John Carpenter and
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges. I like Jeff Bridges.
Apparently it's a tender, moving science fiction love story, according to the front.
That's
And yeah, what year was this? 84 is when this came out. So it's after he's done a bunch of horror.
this was after Halloween.
So they probably, The Fog and all that. He was on The Fog, right? He did The Fog.
I think he did the pop.
Okay.
I can't remember.
So they were probably like, okay, he's had some good hits. We'll see what he does with this.
Yeah,
Have you heard of it? Apparently, I haven't heard of it. That doesn't mean it wasn't a hit, but,
I mean, yeah.
You ever heard of it?
Nope.
I thought it was a cool pickup. So anyways,
Yeah.
that's it. I said at the front I'd say what I got.
But yeah. Well, thanks for watching, and as always, stay demented.